Hello, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Patio Heat channel, where we create visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decisions for your applications. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. All right, so here we have this residential application. Let's go right into the overall dimensions. So the overall dimensions here, well, I should also mention that basically we're going to be heating up just this one space over here. We have a couch over here, a couple of chairs over here, and I think that's the only space that they're looking at heating. If this isn't true, the chairs over here, maybe it's just this one space here, but I'm going to try to incorporate this whole space here. This over here is going to be left unheated, and let's go back into those dimensions here. So 9'7" from post to post. I have a height of this bottom beam right here at 6 feet 11 inches. It's a 5.5 inch beam, so we have it at the top here at 7 foot 4.5, and then the top edge or the ceiling here I have at 7 foot 10. You can see the distances I have between each one of these beams going across. They said that these are a little bit less than the other ones, but essentially at 4 foot 2.5 center to center on a 5.5 by 5.5 beam. The distance away from the wall I have at 12 foot 6 from this wall here to this edge here, and then the outside beam supporting post, I should say, at 9 foot 4, and that's true with the beams going across here as well. The distance I have from the beam here to the wall I have at 3 foot 2 inches, and then also the edge here to the eave here I have at 2 feet. So I'm not quite sure if that's true, but the 3 foot 2 is very important, as well as the eave coming down. If it's below this edge, then that will be a critical issue that we need to look at. But if it's up here and it even comes out a little bit further, then we're okay with the recommendations I'll be making. So again, 5.5 by 5.5 beams going across. And I think that is about it for the dimensions. So let's go ahead and look at what we can do. So first off, if we place a heater over here, so this is, I know this is the primary area that they're interested in heating. If we place a heater over here, we can mount it over here, provided that we maintain 6 inches of clearance from the top edge. And I'll just go ahead and place that clearance above. So this is your 6 inches of clearance. As long as we maintain that 6 inches of clearance, that this could be mounted over here. There is also an 18-inch clearance, and that's why this measurement over here is important as far as the distance between this beam here and right here. However, you can see that because the heater is below, the face of the heater is below this beam, the clearance down below is not being affected by that beam. So this can be placed here. And I want to go ahead and just talk about the possibility of moving the brackets here. So these brackets are on a groove right here. You can see this groove kind of right here, and there's a bolt that basically supports this bracket, and you can actually, oops, sorry about that, you can actually slide it to the left and right. Now there's a minimum and maximum that you can slide to, so based upon where the true position of these beams are will dictate what that how much movement you may be able to make. I don't believe you can place the bracket, this bracket, on this side of here. This is really the junction box, so it needs to be on this side here, and then there's a certain distance on to the left that you can go, and this one a certain distance to the right that you can go. So just bear that in mind, and or if need be, you can get a longer bracket. This one is the standard 6-inch clearance bracket, and because we have a 5.5 inch beam up here, you can go with the 6-inch extended bracket if that's something that you're looking for, and that way you can actually place it on the ceiling up here. So that would be one position. And let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. You can see that footprint of heat will cover this seating position just fine. Okay, so the next one would be where if they wanted to place a unit on this side over here, what I've done here is I've attached it to the ceiling up here, 6 inches from this beam here to the edge of the heater, and then you can basically see, you know, the footprint of heat will cover this space just fine, and this would be a very comfortable space. Okay, and this would probably be, if this is what they're truly looking for as far as heating, this would be my preferred position of the heaters themselves. Just to look at how would that look from the inside here. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the ray because these are infrared light waves. You do not see the actual light wave itself with the human eye, but this would be what it would look like from the interior if you were looking out and trying to see if that would be obstructive or obtrusive in that area. I don't think so. So, all right, so let's go ahead and turn that back on, and then I'm going to turn these two units off and then come up with maybe a possible other option. So this option here, I have these at about 7 degree tilt. I have them centered between this and this beam, and then the same thing over here, and about a 10 degree tilt in towards the center. Now we'll go ahead and look at the clearances here, or sorry, the footprint of heat, and you can see that this footprint of heat doesn't really heat up the chair over here at all. Again, infrared light waves are a light wave that you need to be in that light wave in order to feel the warmth of it, just like if you were in the shadow of a structure. Like if you were standing over here, you would not feel the heat at all of the sun, but as soon as you step into the sunlight out of the shadow, you would feel that warmth of the sun ray hitting your body, and that is how the infrared light waves work as well. So but the air temperature from here to over here does not change. These do not heat up air, these heat up mass, and a human body, floors, tables, chairs being human mass. So this again, this would work good if the only area that they're looking at heating up in this space here was the area that they're going to occupy. Now I must mention this, that if this ceiling is sloped, then you're going to have to make sure that your heater itself is level, because these are elements. They have nichrome wire inside, and as they heat up they expand, and as they cool off they contract. If it was at an angle, then it would start to contract and go downhill, and then you'd have a big bundle of wire basically on the one side of the element, and it would overheat that element and cause it to deform and only last a short period of time. So you want to go ahead and just if it is something that's not level, you could go ahead and put like a little block of wood up here, maybe a ½ inch, whatever it might be, so that your heater is level. All right, and let's go ahead, and I think that would be the final just look to see how this would work. Again, we're not heating up partial area over here. I'm not quite sure if this is the true position of the post. So what I've done here basically is from the post to post, I have centered the heater. I have made it 6 inches clearances from this edge here to the outer edge here, and 6 inches from this point here to the outer edge of the heater here. So 6 inches here to here. And again, if you want to look at the clearances, there's the clearances above and the clearances below, so there should be no issue with regards to that. And again, you'd also have to manipulate the mounting brackets by sliding them left or right, if in fact these beams are actually where I have them. So in any case, I think that's about it. I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, please send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful. We don't advertise, we're not monetized. YouTube does not promote our channel in any way unless we receive a thumbs up from our viewers, and we appreciate that so much. Thank you. Have an excellent day.